Slam. I suddenly collide with a tall stranger walking past me on the street, my coffee cup splashing against him. Oh shit, I'm sorry. I gush, looking up from my phone with a start. Are you okay? You stupid idiot. Watch where the hell you're going, yells the middle-aged businessman, irately, brushing off drops of spilled latte. My head tilts down in embarrassment. I'm so sorry, sir. I was checking my phone and I didn't see you come. Look at my suit jacket. It's fucking stained, complains the man, craning his neck at the brown patch on his navy suit top. Unfazed by our commotion, passers-by stroll past us in the middle of the sidewalk. You're paying for my dry cleaning for this suit jacket, pal, the businessman orders me. Come on, it was an accident now. I'm sure the coffee will wash right out. Furious, the man narrows his eyes and looms over me. Buddy, if you know what's good for you, you'll reimburse me the $100 for this jacket's cleaning immediately. Well, I don't have any cash on me, I shrug, and my phone battery is dead, so I can't bank transfer you the money either. And there aren't any ATMs nearby, so... At my feeble protests, the man just sneers. Nice try, little punk. There's a dry cleaner's across the road. He points to an unassuming gray building in between rows of shops with a sign saying Mr. Lou's Quality Dry Cleaning. You can use your credit card to pay up there. Sighing, I let the large businessman march me to the building. Stationed behind the counter inside is an old Asian man who looks up from a pile of shirts as we enter. Welcome to Mr. Lou's Quality Dry Cleaning. He addresses us in a pleasant voice. How may I help you? Thanks to this putz, I need this dry cleaned by tomorrow, barks the businessman, gesturing to his spattered suit jacket. Make sure not to damage the color or texture, and if even one button is missing when I get this back, I'm gonna... The suited stranger's words are cut short by his sharp gasp of pain. I sink my knife back into him from behind another time, then again, and again, until he slumps over, dead. All after I've locked the empty shop's door and shut the blinds, of course. Rich pricks are so predictable. Luring him here with the fake spill was too easy. Thanks again for letting me murder victims in here, I tell Mr. Lou as I drag the corpse out back to the dumpsters. Anything for my best repeat customer, replies Mr. Lou warmly, observing my carnage while folding clothes. Speaking of which, here's your dry cleaning from your last kill. I can clean the bloodstains out of that shirt you're wearing right now. Do you have any idea where the girl went? Asked Tommy. I shrugged. Which girl? You know, Tommy snapped his fingers. One of your regulars, with the nice hair. I scratched my beard. Red currywurst, extra curry, extra hot? Tommy snickered. Not how I would have described her, but yes, extra hot. I rolled my eyes. That girl definitely wasn't extra hot, but her face always lit up when I asked, "The usual?" And she nodded along. We never talked. Didn't seem to be her thing. But I made her day better by remembering her order. And I enjoyed the familiarity of her face. I looked forward to having her every day. I hope she knew that. I got the ketchup out of the fridge and poured it on Tommy's sausages. He smiled. Do you think anyone misses her? You know, besides us? I looked him in the eyes. I doubt it. With that, I placed the sausages in front of him. Bon appetit. The next morning, I groaned as I fired up the grill. I had had a terrible night. Excuse me, a timid voice said. I looked up. The girl looked thinner, paler, but still worlds better than yesterday when I found her in that basement. The usual? I asked. Her face lit up. She didn't ask where Tommy went. We both knew. I placed the currywurst in front of her. Extra curry, extra hot. On the house. She devoured him with her eyes closed. I chuckled quietly. It didn't seem to matter what atrocities the people I served committed. They still tasted delicious. I pride myself in making sure that everyone smiles whenever I take a picture. I'm not a photographer or anything, but still, I want everyone to smile when I take pictures of friends or family gatherings. When one person doesn't smile, I become angry and wish them all the worst in the world. For example, when I am the one taking pictures and I see a couple of people not smiling, I shout out, "Imagine your worst enemy is dead," or "Imagine you won £1 million instead of cheese." And that brings out the smiles in people. Recently, whenever my friends and I gather up to socialize, I am the one who takes the group picture. Because, obviously, it has to be me. There was a person in my group of friends who hasn't been smiling. I became angry inside, and how dare he not smile whenever I take a picture of the whole group? What a piece of shit. And he deserves to die. Then I composed myself, and I remind myself that there must be a reason why this person in our friend group is not smiling. Nobody is sad for no reason, and there has to be one. I take it upon myself to figure out why this friend of mine is not smiling. Whenever someone is not smiling in my group picture, it creates an unequal unbalance in my life. And I need to balance it quickly. This individual, who is my friend, will be smiling, I told myself. Whenever he was part of the picture, I would say things like, "Imagine you never had kids." And that got everyone smiling. Apart from this one guy. Then I would shout out, "Imagine you are on a holiday far away from here." And that got everyone smiling. Apart from him. As I took the picture, I was fuming, with fire in my belly. I wanted this friend of mine to go to hell and be stabbed multiple times. Then I bravely went up to him and asked him what was wrong. And he expressed himself, saying he really hated his boss. He hates his boss so much that simply imagining his boss being dead wasn't enough. So I tracked his boss down, as my sad, depressed friend told me everything about him. When this horrid boss was going home from work, I managed to sneak up behind him and shoot him with a silencer and left his body covered in leaves under some trees. Then, the next time I took a group photo, that friend of mine was now smiling.